Oh yeah, that's no. I'm lucky. My prof is a huge nerd. It's really complicated because we're going through as many hoops as we can so that we don't have to deal with the ethics board.
Oh my god,
We
Farva,
want
hi!
practical. We want
Hello.
practical like research that we could use. That's like so that we have like actual experimentation. So technically, sex. It's complicated, and I can't explain it because I don't have my whole document in front of me, and I'm tired. But it should be fun, even though it's.
I invited Hooker right here.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry. Quick. I was gonna say, who needs ethics? Not the Imperial.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, I am already gonna have to deal with peer review for an undergrad, like publication. Like, girl, I am not dealing with the ethics board until I absolutely have to.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
the frames are gonna keep dropping. It's just gonna be one of those nights.
Okay.
That's
Yeah, no,
kind of why I jumped in here so I can hear.
yeah, no. For yeah, my entire thing was built around with drone technology becoming more and more. We're basically gonna need to have a much more fluid logistical system because these concentrated logistics using planes, trains, and boats is too much of a target for these drones. Too juicy of a target, and basically he was a veteran from the Vietnam War and basically told me nope.
And like Africa
Well,
would
it's
actually
the
drones do the whole
Houthis.
thing.
Ukrainian conflict right now that's making
Snowed. It's still snowing here, but like it's not solid snow. It's like really wet snow. And since
You got the deadly.
$8 billion fucking dollars to do it.
Oh, well, I got fiber optic. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, but your province actually fucking functions a little bit more than mine.
That's true.
I fucking hate where I live.
Gotta get that
Ooh,
oil.
it's snowing for you already.
It's Canada.
Yeah,
also-
I'm
That's
Canadian.
true. No. I
Yeah,
have
but
yet to
this
get
is-
any
this is
snow.
Like a few days ago.
It
Boss,
was literally 21
we
degrees.
may be in
this
Canada,
day.
but where I am at to where you're at, I have yet to even see the evil white shit.
Me too.
I also
Then again, I'm closer to the U.S. border.
you see
than you
if
are.
we're gonna go like by total war zones here. I live in the mountains. I'm the elves, sir. You live near the elves. You're like the Christ. And Vic lives by the vampire coasts.
Wow, how did I get this?
Wait.
Yeah.
Rocky here.
Yeah, the vampire
Well,
coasts are
I
rocky.
get- That means there's caves, so that makes sense. It's places where
Wait.
vampires hide.
What if you live in Texas?
I
That's
live in
true.
Nova Scotia.
That's the chupa thingy.
Which is very different than Texas.
Okay,
I
fine.
think.
Then you get the swamp thing, or the creature from the lagoon.
There aren't even swamps here. It's not warm enough to be swampy here.
Fine, you can have the fucking kraken then.
Oh, that's
I will point out that if we're talking about Warhammer Fantasy, then all of North America is where the Dark Elves live.
Yeah.
No, don't
No.
lump me in with them.
Don't let me with that either. How
Guys,
dare you.
guys! What's wrong with the Dark Elves? We get Darth Vader. But instead of he has problems with sand, he has problems with snow.
Yeah, I have issues.
Malekith.
It's okay. It's
King,
like
King, we don't want to call the character that anymore because we don't want to get sued by Marvel.
Oh, fuck. We can't call him Malekith anymore?
Nope, because the Marvel one predates it.
Son of a bitch. Also, I just broke my fucking Melta guy. Damn it. Damn it!
way to go. You know, it's very painful to break your own Melta. It just gets
Well,
hot
it makes
shit
it easier.
everywhere.
It makes it easier to paint him. Fuck it. I'll just be last on the list that I finish.
Remember, kids, don't break your Meltas.
Don't break your Meltas. What province
Yeah,
do
he's
you
called
live in?
Mel-
Announcer. I'm from Canada as well, BC, where I reside. Burton, and I hate it.
I am all
Born
for
and
BC.
bred.
I'm a British Columbian.
I was born and bred in Alberta, and I hate it here. Genuinely.
Is it being bad?
Yeah, it is being ridiculous. ridiculously bad.
Oh, sucks. Not even Halloween yet.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, that's so sad.
How's it feel not having seen a rat? Well, I can tell you right now, it's great not to be ambushed by the Skaven.
Yeah, fuck the Skaven. If there's anything I hate worse than elves, it's Skaven. Damn rat people.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Watch it with
I
the
need you to dial
slurs.
that back a little bit. Just because you don't know the glory of Warpstone, we don't hold that against you.
I'm not dumb enough to eat it like you all are.
Hey, only
You
some
call
of them
me
do
dumb,
that.
Yet you don't glow in the dark. I don't want to
Yeah.
Argument
You have-
settled!
currently within reach. Just saying.
Oh,
You have lawnmowers for hands? No. I think your opinion matters at that point.
I don't
You
need a
use
lawnmower
chemical
spread.
warfare?
I just built the lawnmower and then just throw it at you and then make you all run away.
It's not how that works. Not at all.
Okay, fine, I'll light you on fire. You're first flammable.
Warpstone, yes,
I mean, you say that like we don't do that for fun anyway. What do you think Warpstone is good for?
Eating?
We have
Warpstone,
the
what is it good
Doom.
for?
Come on. What more do you like? What
Yeah.
else do you want?
Drugs?
Well, that's what the Warpstone is. So there you go. We got all the angles covered. The Skaven know how to have a good time.
I'm with the Emperor's
I
Children.
think
I'd rather
the
have
Emperor.
some
Yeah,
Facebook.
I agree with that.
Exterminatus. That book is so
Oh,
fucking
it's so
wild.
good.
There's
I
just
don't know.
Emperor's children are marching like side by side up this street, and one of the tanks accidentally knocks over a statue, and a bunch of soul stones come out, and the Emperor's children, sir,
You
then
want to
keep
stop them?
walking.
You want to take away their trucks?
It's more along the lines of like, do you want to get in the middle of that? No.
Stones.
Again, I really want to play this army. They sound like they're having a great old time.
This is a Wendy's.
No, you can't tell me that's not Emperor's Children logic. As if it's got a hole, it's going in.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying.
I'm just
yeah.
saying they're not
This is a
right.
Wendy's, sir.
Sorry,
I'll
this
do
is
what
a
I want to your
Wendy's.
Wendy's.
This is the
I think
equivalent of.
Emperor,
You first, Will. Sorry.
I was gonna say I think Emperor children have more like if I see a thing and I can either play that or I can blow it.
No, you can eat it, blow it, suck it, shove something in one of its holes, or it's drugs.
You know, I sit here defending the Emperor's children like every fucking day.
I will.
I will not defend them. They're just a good time.
They do no wrong.
Hey!
Friendly fire!
Isn't that chaos?
I'm not even
Really?
funny when it comes to Thousand Suns.
Yeah, for
Don't
sure.
you- don't
Yeah,
you-
that's
don't
hated
you
by
di-
everyone.
Don't you dare talk shit about my boys. You can talk shit about Magnus, but not about my boys.
Hey. The Iron Warriors gave all y'all one job and you failed at it.
Hey, we can all agree on one thing. Fuck Erebus.
Yeah, fuck Erebus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every,
Yeah,
like,
I'm a
in order.
Warbear, so I
No,
might even
actually,
know.
I was playing a guy playing Word Bearers once, and he had a fucking source fur, and he looked at me dead in the eye and said, Erebus doesn't have a mini of 40k, but Seraphim.
Kill
I literally, no, because he screwed up telling me that, because I jumped his ass with, also, like, I was like, no, don't threaten me with a good time, like, I will kill him.
Listen, there are very few things that bring me joy in this life.
That's an invitation to a good time.
You know what's actually worse? You can buy
actually
the
don't
third.
know. That was
Deliberately
his first
walk behind the
40K.
Denny's
Ooh.
with your fists out, with no shirt on. That is an invitation to a good time. That's not a threat.
You can buy the Erebus model and run him as a Dark Apostle.
And to be
Yeah.
fair, that was his first game of 40k. And I kind of
No, don't feel bad. He chose to play World Bearers, and he chose to bring Erebus. If he likes Erebus that much, he's a fuck. Go after him.
He's actually really nice. I actually feel really bad about it now because he's like a really chill guy. He's like, I just think he's funny, and I'm like, I think that
No,
he needs
he's
to die.
ridiculous. Like,
Eidolon, because I think he's funny.
Isn't there literally a portrait of Erebus with a shit-eating grin? Or
yeah,
is that
it's
Eidolon?
just his
I
portrait.
think that's Cord
It-
Fair.
Yeah.
No,
Or no.
Erebus's
No, that
portrait
is
is literally
Erebus.
just him giving a shit-eating grin.
Oh,
Really?
yes.
He's just literally being a fucking dick.
Like,
He's like,
Never
Emperor
done
refused
anything
me to
wrong
worship him.
ever.
I'm gonna worship these 4 cool guys.
actually, so surprisingly, Erebus never worshipped the Emperor. He only
Oh.
paid lip service to it.
Oh,
He was
Was it-
always a corrupted fuck.
yeah, it's true.
And like,
I mean, is anyone surprised by that?
you know what's even
But you know, still.
you know what's even more funny? Reading his book, when he was going through the churches of Colchis, like trying to like fake becoming a priest, he didn't even believe. He's like, oh, the priesthood, those rich, fat, lazy motherfuckers that get all like the women and everything. Hell yeah, let's
Again.
do it.
Rogue traitor.
Which I thought she
Because
was.
she's too zealous.
You let me go on a first date with.
I
We all know
respond.
it.
I thought she was romanceable. You just have to go down like the full
No.
zealot path. What?
I know she's like
What?
not romanceable at all. Cause I tried that. It didn't work.
Granted,
I picked every zealot answer.
Granted, you try
And
to
the
break
space
a,
wolf isn't romanceable either.
granted, you try to break a zealot of their devotion to anything to what they're worshiping. That is a whole thing in itself.
I
You
wish
know,
the
you-
space wolf.
And
It's okay.
Why
You
are
know
we
how you
so
romance. You know how you romance the Sisters of Battle.
AO3.
No, well that, but Deathcore Creek. You have to be a regiment of guard that are just as zealotry as them.
I mean, there is actually a canonical answer of how you do it. You be Caiaphas.
I love our fucking group.
That's Caiaphas Cade. Fuck the priesthood. All that.
You know
Just
who
be
gets
Caiaphas Cade.
bitches? Fulgrim.
Fulgrim. Okay, that's not fair. He's
Fulgrim
literally
gets the
gifted
most
bitches
bitches.
by a god. That's not.
The cheat
Whoa.
code.
You know who also gets bitches, but doesn't know what to do with them? Sanguinius.
No,
Yeah.
hold on.
Okay.
We have an
he's
important
fucking
I-
dope,
important question
though.
here. No, important question, real quick.
Or a Jukari.
Depends on what you want.
Depend like.
Well,
Yeah.
one's gonna be extreme BDSM, meaning you're gonna get hung from flesh hooks. The
I
other
think
one's
the
gonna
answer
show you a
is
good time to kill you.
Fulgrim.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Emperor's Children full ground because you know if you're good enough, he might keep you alive.
No,
Bro,
I'm not talking
literally,
about
I-
Fulgrim. I'm just
I
talking
know,
about a
I
generic
know.
worshiper.
My answer is Fulgrim.
We just
Bruh.
mentioned Fulgrim once, and suddenly that's just all.
Yeah,
Bruh.
so-
Fulgrim's the best. He's perfect.
I
did not-
I'm like, you know, how far does that whole snake anatomy thing go?
I don't care. And if the new one is ugly, I will play Fulgrim Transfigured in 40k.
Here's
Like
the
I do not give a
problem.
fuck.
They already have a Demon Primarch model. Just use it.
Geared as resin.
Isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's resin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it came out of
World.
plastic.
it's
No.
why
Super
it's why
expensive.
every artist was dreading getting it.
Oh, I thought it came out of
Resin is
plastic because it
awful.
literally,
No.
came out
Yeah.
last year.
No,
and
it's
everything in the
resin.
Oh, because everything in the horse hair
Forge
slides
World.
slowly. Yeah, but it's slowly translating over into plastic, right? So when it released last year, I'm like, oh, it's
Yeah,
gotta be
but
plastic. Yeah. So if they can make the plastic kit for 40k Fulgrim as good as that resin one, I'll be happy. Because if they make it look stupid, I'm gonna be upset.
I mean, I think the other Demon Primarch models look really good for 40k, so I'm like not super
Mhm.
concerned.
I agree, but I look at some of the other shit they've done, which is like you kind of put their hands out and go, why? Like I
Yeah, but
understand.
like this is a Primarch. Like I feel like they haven't fumbled with any of the 40k Primarch models, and I like say that with my whole
I'm
chest.
gonna argue with that
Also-
one.
Oh,
they-
you don't
they-
like Gilliman.
they-
I say Gilliman looks bad because I think he's ugly.
Well, fuck Gilliman. We know no one cares about that guy.
How could this happen to me? I
Man.
made my mistakes. Nowhere to run.
Boss's favorites are just getting hit left and right.
Dude, I'm
Catching
sitting
some
here
of these
like,
strays.
you know, I don't like Magnus's model that much because, like, he's got whore nipples, and everyone's like, Gilliman's model is ugly. He's stupid. It smells bad. And I'm just like,
Yeah, but you don't have to put the nipple armors on. You can just leave it with full
Yeah.
pecs out.
Also,
What?
also,
Yeah, but-
yeah, that's what.
So cool.
That's why I'm making the armor like removable with magnets, so I don't have to look at it. But
Yeah,
it's
but-
the
Please tell me you're putting the magnets on the nipple.
but like,
I think
I-
yeah,
that's the best
it's,
part.
At the
it's
same
a
time, I
design
don't-
choice.
I don't want him to not have protection because I want to protect my boy.
The Emperor protect.
Nah,
He's
just
got
let him-
demon flesh. He's fine.
Yeah, he's got demon flesh. He can go tits out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but, like,
tits out. Everybody just tits out.
Any
Fine.
excuse to not paint any. At the time, it was also like any excuse to not paint flesh. I go for it.
Eh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I will
I
say
had it
can't
professionally
argue
painted
about having-
anyways, so like,
I can't argue about not having a Gilliman. I technically do have a Gilliman. I didn't paint it, I didn't make it, but it is my Alfarius because Buddy Kit bashed it for his army, and I bought his army. So,
wait,
yeah.
wait,
Wait.
wait. Who's your
Hey,
buddy?
wait.
Computer.
What's
Uh,
his name?
Scott De Winter.
Okay, that's not who I think it is.
No. My buddy, he did a full kit bash army of Alpha Heretical Loyal. But he used Gilliman. What he did was he magnetized the base, so you have Gilliman's full big base for when he's playing Ultramarines, air quotes, or he could pop it off with magnets and go to being Abaddon with its smaller base. But it's still Alfarius.
Yeah, we have a guy named Kyle, and he did the same thing.
The only thing is, and I have posted pictures of this Gilliman Alfarius in the Discord. It's got this beautifully handcrafted green stuff Hydra head on the shoulder pad that he crafted out of green stuff for it.
Ooh.
Like, that man can make green stuff look good.
But yeah, just to remind all of you, my main armies, like my main Chaos army is Thousand Suns. My main Loyalist army is Ultramarines. So like,
Very
Why
I-
would you do that to yourself?
because
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh,
I'm just kidding. The Ultramarines are cool
we're
like
giving you a
that.
hard, we're giving you a hard time.
I know.
I play Iron
listen,
Hand.
you guys. Every time you guys slander the Thousand Suns, you're also hating me too. They're my boys.
Yeah, but we like
Oh, I
you.
don't think anyone's hating
What
on
the
Thousand
fuck? We like you. What about me? Shut the fuck up, Mole.
Aw. You know, I feel so loved here.
Go fuck yourself, then.
You know I love you,
It's
buddy.
that one moment where it's just like, yeah, no, we like the Thousand Suns. We like you, Al. What about me? I like the Thousand Suns. No one wants to hear it, Mole Man.
me showing
it's
up.
like- it's the JonTron meme of what?
It's just me holding up my Thousand Suns in all their dusty painted glory, and everyone being like, "Ooh,
Here's
me
the
a
thing.
boss over here."
It's
Here's
that
the thing,
SpongeBob
boss.
meme. It's a SpongeBob meme where like
Yeah.
Squidward's like showing SpongeBob to the audience. Everyone claps. Squidward pokes his head out. Boo.
Yeah. So and here's the thing. I just met Owl, so yeah, I like her for 1,000 Suns. I love you, so I'm gonna
Then.
rip on your 1,000 Suns. Their boss.
I rip on you out of love.
Exactly. You rip on my Iron Hands. Come on.
Hey. Every video that I've made for the Iron Hands, I have not made one headless joke.
Yeah, I know. I made the joke.
I don't know how you can do that because literally whenever I'm at the store and someone says Ferris Manus, I literally instinctually go, "Don't get ahead of yourselves."
Yeah, you know. Usually when you make headless jokes, heads just roll.
Oh my god, heads will roll. I love that song.
I'm an Iron Hands
Oh,
player. I
man.
know the head jokes. I'm gonna make them because it's funny and it's sad.
You know, when they say to use your head, they didn't say it to the point where you lost them.
Yeah, I know. Oh, you know when you lose during head. I don't know how you lose during that, but you lost.
I'm fairly sure there's a different sort of art of Ferris Manus giving Fulgrim head.
Yeah. Oh wait, where'd the rest of you go?
When they tell
Hey,
you
Ferris,
don't
ever heard
lose
of
your head,
Wincest?
when they
Oh my
t-
god.
when they tell you don't lose your head,
Delete.
they meant that figuratively.
Yeah. He took it literally.
You know what? I'm
What's with
actually the worst Primarch model in Horus Heresy is Ferris Manus' model, in my opinion. Why? Because
It's Ferris Manus is ugly.
on the cover of the book Fulgrim, I know this was a mistake because Forge Breaker was never described until that book. So the cover.
You're just mad at it because it's an actual hammer.
Yes, I actually hate Forge Breaker because it gets a stupid fucking face.
Face. I don't hate it. We
Yeah,
don't talk about that.
With his face card?
Yeah. Face like why? I'm going after people's faces. God, boss. Ugh.
Remarkably, it kind of sucks.
Yeah.
I did a full breakdown in each and every Primarch.
Yeah.
And Ferris Manus, oh my god, he's so bare bones. Like compared
Yeah,
to all the
literally
other
his
ones.
own book is just about like Fulgrim.
Yeah. Like,
No, it's-
he has personality, but it's very much dig in. And
No,
his
like
rule
he only has two things that make him special.
That's
Is
what
that
makes
his
him great.
word? It's his warlord trait and the fucking hammer.
That hammer almost took down a Warlord Titan by himself. Thank you, one of my buddies' games of Heresy.
I mean, like, compared to the other Primarchs, he's very bare bones compared to them.
Yeah, but Iron Hands don't need all the special rules. We have all the guns.
I mean, by that logic, neither the Imperial Fists don't need Dorn.
It's true.
Because, like, competitively right now in Horus Heresy, the Imperial Fists are the best Legion.
Yeah, but why not take Iron Hands and Mechanicum as allies and just make a fuck show of it?
Because the Mechanicum do better when they're on their own.
Actually, no. When you get the allied trait, because the Sworn Brothers special rules from Iron Hands, so they become a little bit stronger.
You know what sucks though? For me and
Yeah.
Owl,
Yeah.
our favorite traitor Legion, the Thousand Sons, are the worst Legion in the competitive bracket.
Yeah.
I just want to be able to take Dark Mechanicum with my Iron Warriors.
That'd be
At
pretty
this
cool.
point,
Well,
at
you
this
can
point,
though. It's something silly right now in Heresy. Like people keep going, "Where's the Dark Mechanical book?" Well, technically it's there.
Yeah.
Just the Mechanical book. You just mark yourself as traitor, and there you go.
Yeah.
You're Dark Mechanicum. The only thing is there's no special models for Dark Mechanicum yet in Heresy, unless you're Imperialis.
Actually, now that we're
Yeah.
talking about like loyal and traitor, Vic, what do you think about Saul Tarvitz?
I love that guy. I need to give him head. Like that man deserves.
Whoa.
Hey, give him a head. Whoa!
Like
You
no,
know-
like literally, like that man's the goat. Like he carries shit on his back. Like I got respect.
Okay, now about Lucius.
I love him. He's so funny.
Okay.
He's a little shit. No, literally, like I don't think there's a single Emperor's Children character that I don't like because they're either like amazing or they're just like so awful that it's comical and I can't
Oh,
help
no.
but love it.
The real question, Fabulous Bill.
Oh, I love him. He's so funny.
Yeah.
Except for that book that we which do not name.
Which one?
Oh, Mirror Cracked.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Sorry,
I'm
I
not familiar with
named
that
it,
one.
but I'm like, oh, that one.
Yeah, I only know the trilogy book series for Fabulous Bill and the Gene Father book.
Oh no, I'm talking about the old one that he's involved
Oh.
with some not so great stuff
Ah,
with a certain Ultramarine.
Oh,
See,
Demonculaba.
Yeah.
yeah. See, Vic, we should just be friends. I'm Aaron Hands, you're Emperor's Children. We both think Gilliman's kind of great time.
I love this.
Like some deep-rooted hatred.
Listen,
What
the one thing about mine and Farva's relationship is that we both play the factions. Like we both play factions that make fun of each other the most. He plays Necrons, I play Thousand Sons. He plays Iron Hands, I play Ultramarines. We make fun of each other. He calls me a blueberry. I call him a fucking Tiger Electronic.
Hey, I play him a fucking boy. I call him a Boy Scout. He calls me a toaster fucker. It's fine.
I'm just catching strays.
I'm sorry.
No, you're
You
good.
know, I'm
Welcome to the Discord.
God.
We catch
I
strays.
also I have an evil plan. And the
okay.
plan isn't actually evil, I just think it's funny.
We can't
Mr.
hear you,
McDuck.
Vic.
Vic.
Oh,
Oh, no, she
cannot hear
did.
you.
Oh no.
Oh no.
What'd you do, boss?
I didn't
The
do shit.
mic. No,
It's
no,
not
it's
your
on
fault.
it's on Vixen.
Exactly. It ain't a good time if you're not throwing strays.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
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 Oh, bye, Vic. Well, but welcome back.
So going with shit talking, when am I if I enjoy Chaos Knights?
You're.
Well, I enjoy Imperial Knights, so
Oh,
You're a
I
fat
saw that. I
player.
saw her light.
Yeah.
it's all that
I
camp.
have 18 of them.
Oh,
Marine units.
Dark Eagles go burr.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Like, why would I ever field something other than Dark Angel specific units? Like,
So
Because you're not a meditating cheesehead?
no, I just think 8. Like, I will have 15 Deathwing Knights, but that's just because I think they look cool and not because it's good. And
Yeah.
that means
just-
this means
just
I will
also happens
literally
to
be
be
Watcher in the Dark maxing. Because I'll have
Oh, man.
3. I'll have
Just-
3 little guys.
Yeah, but what are they watching in the dark? That's the real question.
They're watching
watch-
Fulgrim.
Yeah.
I'm watching Fulgrim. What are you
No,
little
they're like-
bastards doing? Nothing.
You know what's actually really funny? So during the Battle of Fenris, near the end of 7th edition, the Changeling infiltrates the Dark Angels, and as it's like being chased throughout the rock, it runs into a Watcher in the Dark who's just like walking through the hallway. It looks at him and he goes, "Ah!"
Scream.
They're like little eldritch monsters. I have the Watcher plushie.
I
got
know, there's a
one.
plushie.
People have been
Yes,
asking me left and
his
right.
name is Sir William the Third.
Yeah.
Sir William the First and Second are the 2 Watchers on my Lion model. And Sir William the Fourth is the Watcher that came with my Azrael Joy Toy figure. And so actually all of the Watchers I own is just Sir William with the next number behind it.
You're like Lisa from The Simpsons, just like Snowball 1, Snowball 2, Snowball 3.
Yeah, but whenever I play, they always find it so funny because I have 2 squads of Deathwing Terminators. And I was like, Sir William the Fifth. And I'm like,
Oh.
5th for 5 plus feel no pain.
Oh, a second, Vic. Yes, boss?
People have been like asking me left and right, like, what the fuck is a Watcher in the Dark? And I
little
sit
eldritch
here,
We don't,
I sit
we
here
don't
going like,
know.
I sit here going like, they're the original inhabitants of Caliban, and they're like, so they're human. I'm like, no, listen to what
No.
I'm telling you. They're the original inhabitants.
Dark Angels are so creeped out by them, they don't even want to interact with the sons of bitches.
Yeah. Also, so one of my actual armies is Dark Angels, and they won Best Painted Army recently at a tournament.
Congratulations,
And red.
I
man.
thought about
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
that, but
How complicated is painting legions in Horus Heresy? Well, 4 of them are black, so.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
all about making
Uh,
it stand out, right? Like
I will
love
say, the Dark Angels Deathwing for Horse Heresy is painstaking. Like each individual arm and so that as bone white instead of like certain like all of bone white is like just hell.
Like, I will say for my Iron Hands, what I do for Heresy is the same thing I did in 40k, which is I make their weapons white, and then I paint their hands actually themselves or on the wrist collars all silver, so you still get that kind of Iron Hands and kind of break things up out of the black and pull details out.
I do find that genuinely funny that like 3 of the legions use black.
Yeah. So yeah, you got First Company of Sons of Horus, then you've got Raven Guard, you got Iron Hands, and you got Dark Angels. Which technically you could fight the Heresy Dark Angels are still green. It's just so dark of a green it looks black.
yeah, I'm planning on doing that for my Lion. I think I'm just gonna use like a bit of Dark Angels contrast just and like highlight it a bit because like I've
Yeah,
seen the way
that's what
people
I
do
see
it
guys do.
and I don't like it. And
I've
I'm just like, I
seen
think
some
it's a pretty
people-
contrast.
Paint the Lion like that, where it's got just kind of this essence of green to the black, and it just brings it out just enough where it's like, okay, yeah, I can see that.
Yeah,
So-
like that's my plan.
My trick for black armor is actually really cool. It's actually what won me the Best Painted Army thing, right? It is 50-50 Leviathan Blue with Black Templar, and then you thin it down with a ton of Lamian Medium.
Yeah.
And
So-
that's basically it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I've done with my Iron Hands is I will just make them Abaddon Abaddon black, and then what I'll do is I'll just start pulling out. I'll add extra bits to it, and I'll pull out any little details I can out of the model to make it shine, so you get those fighters to kind of draw it out. Or what I'll do is, if I can get my hands on the older helmets, the ones that look more knightly, then I'll paint those silver with
It's Heresy
Yeah, the
Dark
Resident-
Angels,
I
basically.
use
Yeah.
Screamer pink for the robes, and I use the Dark Angel contrast on the armor. Like I like
Yeah.
making it the same vibe as the Lion.
Yeah, so the idea is the Risen are all the heretical.
I know what the
not
Risen
heretical.
are. I'm just wondering what the color scheme was.
Yeah, no,
I
they're
did
just-
a fucking teenager.
Yeah.
I worship the Dark Angel.
Oh,
but that's
good.
where you can get the do you know which ones are still like Dark Angels and which ones are Risens? Because yeah, they're still wearing the black armor. That's where a lot of the Primaris Dark Angels are kind of iffy of them.
Plus,
Good
just
for him.
immediately fucking jumps him. It's like, I love the fact that, like, okay, yes, conclusion, he's become this old man that kind of understands what it means to fail or to misunderstand orders or what's going on, and that he's
Like,
I have a
oops,
theory about that.
Oh, you do?
all planets gone.
yeah.
Based on both the way Gilliman and the Lion act in 40k, I think what we're seeing is them without the Emperor in their head.
Oh.
Yeah. So they're acting more of their own volition of who their personality is.
Yeah.
That would make a whole lot of sense.
I like that. I actually like that theory.
I like that too. Yeah.
So if you're wondering, like, I explained.
Yeah.
I'll go into why I like Gilliman, because like I know a lot of people are like, oh my god, Gilliman, he's so fucking like basic, like the sea, like the lord, like liege lord, all that kind of shit.
Well, you know, he's got your brain, so just saying.
It's really cool though.
I-
Like he is a good guy. Like Dark Imperium trilogy is good.
Yeah, no,
It is, and I have respect for Gilliman. I do. Trust me.
It's the combination of No Fear, seeing him in the Horus Heresy and how he acts, and then just a Dark Imperium. Like,
Yeah, the Dark Imperium. You are disrespecting my girls.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
How dare you?
it's when you read Horus Rising, well, not Horus Rising, No Fear, it is, you see a Primarch who's genuinely like trying to fix a fuck up that wasn't his fault, but like you still see him like trying. And then like you also see like how he's trying to play politics and how it's stressing him out. And when you read also Unremembered Empire, where he gets to talk to his mom, oh my god, he is such a gentle boy.
Yeah.
He is so genuinely just like, I want to do the right thing, I just don't know how to do it. And
So, my joking came from, I do have respect for Gilliman, especially after the
I
Dark
know
Imperium
all of
shit.
you are joking about it. I know it's like,
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
no, I'm just saying is like I do have respect for him. The amount of fucking stress load that's on that poor bastard, especially not just with the Imperium, but dealing with fucking Call's ass all the fucking time and his shenanigans. The guy's got a fucking patience for a mile.
like him dealing with Friar. It's Matthew, right? It's Matthew in Dark Imperium.
Oh yeah, like I
Yeah,
always thought it was
that fucking
Mathieu
preacher.
or like Mathieu
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah.
I always thought it was something along those lines because the sisters have French origins and a lot of their names
I-
are French. So I always thought it was Mathieu.
I like that throughout the book he's testing Matthew.
Where he literally gets in his face and
Like that. I like that he's willing to like push buttons, but it's to show people like, this is how badly you've been pushing my buttons and how dangerously close I am to ripping your head off, kind of a thing.
Well, not only that, the whole like thing he has at the end is like, you guys perceive to think you understand the Emperor. I was there when he was alive. I am his son. I was there 10,000 years ago. You weren't. He did not want this. And trying to get it through this fucking zealot's head that this is not the way the Imperium's supposed to be.
Yeah, I genuinely love that. And then Dark Imperium, where like that little girl dies. Like it turns out like she's possessed by like the Emperor or something. And
Yeah, that's what's cool.
he's not angry that like she saved his life. He's angry that she's dead.
Yeah.
That's like really what's pissing him off. And they're not seeing her for like a little girl. They're worshiping her for like a saint and like totally dehumanizing her, and he hates it. And I genuinely love that.
It is one of those moments of showing.
I love characters that are very self-reflective and look at the bigger picture like that. And then just like, listen, Gulliman's done with everyone's shit. Mortarion is like the most roasted Primarch out of all of them, and Gulliman got his licks in, and I love that.
Yeah. Like, I am waiting for them to finally release a book that involves either Gulliman recrossing over the rift to see the Lion, or the Lion crossing over the rift to go see Gilliman.
Well, we do know that end of Arcs of Omen, the Dark Angels and Blood Angels are chasing after Vashdor. So like they did follow
we know
him
that.
in.
Yeah, because we do know that because the fact is, be at the end of Dante, when Dante's the one that told him that Gilliman was alive.
Which, by the way,
Because that whole book of poor Lionel Johnson in that old man depression of like, I am the only one left, and he just doesn't know that Gilliman's alive.
Can I
That
say
part
something?
where it's like at the very end, where it's like, I'm not alone.
I'm
Yeah.
not alone.
Oh,
I do love that in
the
Arcs
feels
of
when I
Omen.
read that.
I do love
Honestly,
in
that book is what made me start a Dark Angels army.
Arcs of Omen Book 5, where the Risen are finally like revealed and Lionel Johnson pops up. God, that was funny. Cause like Azrael
It's like they
is
show
saved.
up.
Azrael's saved by the Risen Dark Angel that you first meet in Son of the Forest.
I know.
yeah.
And
So funny.
and it's just like, get away from me before I gut you like the pig you are.
Wait, what? Wait, why
Dad?
are you with them?
There's-
Why are you taking their side?
Hail the Fallen.
At the end of the Son of the Forest is when Dante sees and confirms that he is the Lionel Johnson. The relief in his voice and brain of just like, oh my god, I don't have to lead this shit over here anymore. There's a Primarch over here. I can
Oh my
die.
god, I can finally fucking die!
I can finally die.
I love that I gave him an old man voice for the fucking special meeting videos.
Yeah.
People have been I made, so for context, I made a video series and I kind of just like update it whenever I have a funny idea. Where like Calgar is talking to the other first founding chapter masters. And God, I made the Imperial Fist chapter master like ADHD illiterate. I made Cardin, like, every time we look at Cardin Stronos, Calgar has to get, like, a technological, dig in at him. I think I started with, like, a Atari Jaguar, and then I roasted him by calling him a Tiger Electron.
Good.
He knows
Yeah.
everything. He knows everything about everyone else, and he gets so bent out of shape if someone knows something that he doesn't again.
Jubal Khan?
Jubal Khan,
Jubal
thank you. Since, like, in canon, he was kidnapped by the Red Corsairs and tortured for several months, I give him, like, PTSD flashbacks. And, like, he just goes to places that no one else can follow. And he just sits there, like, staring off into the distance, quiet. And everyone's like,
Somebody walks. How long has he been there for?
oh,
20 days.
oh, it usually, like, lasts from, like a couple, it usually, like, lasts, like, a couple of seconds to a few hours.
How
And
long
then
has it been?
Shrike- And
If
fucking
you ever-
Shrike is just the emo in the corner.
Yeah,
So,
sure.
if you already,
Oh, that yeah, 100% that fits.
Okay.
I tried to get his attention by reading him. I tried getting him his attention by reading him poetry, but he just proceeded to shove a rock in my mouth. You know there's more poetry out
I
there.
just took the rock.
You know there's like more poetry out there than like fucking Quoth the Raven, right? No.
I really.
if you ever get to the
Hey,
Dark
who-
Angels like
Who
sub-chapters
keeps
boss,
Bit going.
Oh,
please, for the love of God, make the Consecrators chapter master just
thing only. It's
the
problem
Yeah,
is
that's
that
gonna
like
get with too many.
I'm already juggling 9 idiots.
That's not the only thing he's juggling.
Haha.
Aha!
I like there's one where I just want like the fury, like the anger in one guy to be like, a Iron Warrior looks up from his newspaper, the Emperor's children beside him like charging up a gun. What? I felt anger greater than my own. Something's wrong.
Where's my cigar? Where's
Right,
my cigarette?
Right, I was gonna have a video.
Oh.
I have this idea in my head. He's just like a smaller gullyman, and he even, and then it just cuts to the Iron Warrior.
If you do that for the Traitor Legions, can Karn be like totally chill, like surfer bro?
Yeah, like he's terrifying on the battlefield, but like he's the most chill motherfucker you'll ever meet.
Yeah, when he's not fighting anybody, he's great. Yeah, man. It's just like I was just.
I really want to do like just a mirror episode where it's like all the Traitor Legions and it's Abaddon. It's just like, okay, boys, we've successfully cut the galaxy in half. Vashdor's got a giant fucking TARDIS now. What do we do now? And it's everyone giving like their worst ideas. It's just like,
Run.
Through the day you crossed me.
Emperor's children holler out. Let's get more soul stones for those Eldar fucks. No, we're not giving you more drugs.
no,
Not even enough.
I want desperately for Lucius to try and bait Karn. I want that so badly. Because, like, we don't really, like, I keep getting asked questions about how Lucius's ability works. And
Bruh, you gotta stop questioning it. It just does.
Face magic.
Find someone, he kills they kill him.
well, like they're
he-
all like
maybe
they're trying to
killed
find
him.
they're trying to find loopholes on how to kill him, right?
There's no way to kill him because his warp energy just takes over your body. He's like a bad virus. It's like herpes.
He's literally living maxing.
But like the conditions for how it works is that if you take even a single moment's like satisfaction or relief in killing him, he possesses you. And people are like, oh, so
Sister Silence?
Wait,
That's
what
what
about a
I'm
Tyranid?
thinking.
Because a Tyranid doesn't actually have a
He-
mind of its own. It's at the hive mind.
he possessed the fucking high.
That's how.
It's
That's the
so
answer to it.
Has
It's
he
a
ever
warp fuckery.
possessed the Sister of Silence,
Wait,
though?
wait.
As if it's
What
warp
if-
fuckery.
What if a machine spirit killed it, like a Titan or something like that? The machine. It was,
Oh
I-
no! What if Lucius became an Imperator?
What if like 4 people killed him at once? I don't fucking know.
Then
No
they
one-
all become Lucius.
For some reason, everybody goes at this motherfucker one-on-one. Like, I genuinely don't know.
I think it's his warp aura.
It's because we really need to stop gambling the fate of the universe on death battles.
Here's
Guys,
the thing: is
what's
Space Marines have a champion thing, and Lucius always goes for their champion. Goes, hey, I challenge you to a 1-on-1. All the other Space Marines stand back to let champion go because champion's like, I got this. I'm gonna kill this motherfucker. He kills them. Goes, ha! I did it. Shit, I'm possessed with herpes from Lucius.
The
guys,
thing is that actually used
Messed
to be,
with herpes.
guys, we
That's
have like
what
that
he is. He's
Emperor.
herpes.
Guys, we have the Emperor Titan. You know, the giant god machine that like destroys cities in like a single shot.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, either losing your moral code or stop hinging the fate of the Imperium on death matches. I can't believe
already.
I can't believe you're the Emperor's son. You said it, not me.
Wait. Wait. What if Lucius is on the planet? You just exterminate the planet. Like you didn't know Lucius was there, but you just got exterminated.
You still feel like some sort of pride in like
it
exterminating the
doesn't have to be
planet, so, like-
It's me. Kill me, and then I'll become you, and your face can have some armor.
You know what? I want canon now that Lucius is voiced by the guy who played Denzel Crocker. I need that.
What up, vice versa?
God, there's just like so many stupid like the one thing I will never get over is just who they decide, like what they decide to give Helbrecht's voice. The High Marshal of the Black Templars sounds like this. For the Emperor!
Oh, nasally.
I don't know why they gave High Marshal Helbrecht the most nasally voice. But like
Because
now
it's the joke.
now for like all those weirdos that like worship the Black Templars, that's their most hated fact.
You know what it is?
What?
He's congested because he's a zealot that doesn't take a bath.
Ooh.
I mean, like
Well,
the
yeah.
You know what?
Yeah.
Maybe he's just allergic to Armageddon.
Maybe he's just allergic to Armageddon. Maybe he can't smell how stinky he is. That he needs to go take a bath. Just saying. And nobody's gonna tell him to go take a bath because he's the Grand Marshal. You don't tell the Grand Marshal to go take a bath. That's how you get shot.
I have something that'll make Vic very happy.
What?
Vic, have you ever read the book called Pandorax?
I have actually.
Ah, you know about fucking Azrael being a snarky dick.
I love Azrael. I love him. No, I'm sorry, but it's true
No, it's
because in the book,
fantastic.
like in the very start, like fucking Caldor Drago is like, I can tell Azrael's already politicking, and I'm like, as he should. It's funny, and I hate you.
So for those that don't know about Pandorax, it's a book basically where the Grey Knights team up with the Dark Angels to fight Black Legion. And the entire...
Azrael literally looks at Caldor Drago and just says, fuck around and find out.
Like, Caldor Drago's getting sick of Azrael's shit the entire book. And eventually, it comes to a head where the Dark Angels have found some guys they might suspect of knowing of the Fallen. And so they start him and says, back to the Rock. Why? Where do you think I'm taking them? Like, he's being coy about it. And he's just like, I'm gonna have your chapter.
Because he literally was just like, "Fuck around and find out. I dare you."
Actually, like,
I appreciate that.
I have to know, like, who's your least favorite Dark Angels character?
Boring. What? He's hilarious though. Like,
His model
I
is
don't-
ass to paint.
I like it.
Yeah, get real.
Which one
Use an
is that?
airbrush. Like,
Wait,
God,
which model is this?
2024.
Belial looks so cool. I'm literally painting him right now. Like I use,
Oh, Belial
I'm
looks
like
awesome.
using contrast.
I'm gonna
I
say,
cheat, I
one
use
of
an
the best
airbrush.
Dark Angel characters.
I'm gonna say this right now. Belial is the Eeyore of the Dark Angels chapter, and it's funny.
It is.
What's
His
the
model is so,
point?
like it's so cute. I love him. He's so funny.
I don't know. I would say the Eeyore of the entire 40k is still Dante, because he's just still wants to just die.
Ezekiel. Ezekiel might be my favorite like Dark Angel character though, and
Oh,
it
the
makes me sad that his
librarian?
model sucks. Yeah.
Yeah, I have his
He's-
model. I
he's so cool.
do not like it. I hate that
No.
it's metal.
I am like, yeah, I'm manifesting that they redo his model, and same with the Ravenwing stuff because it kind of sucks because I really like the Ravenwing. I think Company of Hunters Detachment, it looks fun to play. Obviously in casual, like not tournaments, but like just like, oops, LOL. I want to put these back in reserves. Like that's funny, and I love because there's this one guy at my local store, and he literally is a cunt. Like he's not even nice. Like he's just an asshole. And like every time I played him once, and I played him with my sisters, and I was like, I found a thing where it's like you can. I basically just found a way to maximize the like maximum amount of miracle dice I can get per turn, without my sisters dying. And I would use a Dialogus. And just the way that I had it set up with Triumph, I could use 4 miracle dice per phase, and it was pissing him. He was getting so pissed. It
Good,
was
he
really
deserves it.
funny. Yeah, he was being like he's rude, and he won't play with me anymore. I wonder why.
Good, you don't want to play with him anyways.
No, I actually don't. But I like literally like entire time trying to tell this dude how to play his army, and the guy kept being like, "Yeah, man, I know how to play my army." And I literally was like, no, because I dealt with it already. Because I've been like, I don't feel comfortable finishing this game. Like, I don't want to finish it. And he was like, yep, like I got you. And so, you know, like
No, he's just a
potato,
dipwit.
potato.
Shit.
No, he's
Yeah.
just a dick. And so when I found that out, I was like, okay, like let me cook. And he was like shitting on Miracle Dice the entire time I was playing him. Because I was playing with my Dark Angels, but I wasn't playing a very good Dark Angels list because it was a day that I didn't have any of my models with me. So I didn't have the lion. Like it was pretty much just like Azrael, 3 inner circle companions, and like a bunch of infantry guys. You know, like it wasn't like a proper list. And he was like being all high and mighty about it, and I was like, okay. And you know, next time I came in, I brought my sisters, and I used Army of Faith, and I had Triumph. And I took the Triumph buff that gave you an extra 2 inches of movement, and I don't remember what the other one I took was. It might have been like the Battle Shock one, but oh no, it was the extra 2 per phase.
Oh.
So I was able to use 4 Miracle Dice, his like really big moves that he was hoping was gonna take it out, and he got
Oh,
so
that's a
pissed.
great way to piss somebody like that off.
Oh,
That's so much
yeah.
fun. So I feel
I borrowed someone else's Immolator too, so I had 2 Battle Sister squads, 3
Yeah.
total, but I split 2 of them, so I had 4 separate squads. And I had 2 Hospitalers too, so I would keep one squad kind of alive, and so that they could do stuff. But I was like constantly generating like so many Miracle Dice, and he was
Yeah.
getting fucking pissed because like I could use up to 4 per phase, and like
So
eventually like yeah,
That's
I
something
like
to add
didn't
to
even care.
this. So this year, to add this to talking about shit players or just people being rule lawyers or trying to bend the rules to their advantage or whatever. In April, there's a tournament in the coast in Vancouver called Wet Coast, which is an amazing, fun tournament. All tournament, I had great. My last game, because the Wet Coast decided this year that it was going to do 6 runs to the typical 5. Army, I knew because I had a beer out of kindness. Last game, Grey Knights player. Okay, I know what you can do. the guy I killed. That's what Grey Knights do. But he was like just trying to tell me that my inches of movement have to be counted towards my turning, which is bullshit. And saying that because your gun when you'd walk past this building would technically clip the edge of the building when you went by, even though I'd be stopping clear of the building. Oh, you can't go in a straight line.
He was sharking. He was sharking.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was
ew.
taking out because
Holy
I was
shit.
because I was fucking deleting his units with my knights. He was trying to short range my knights' movements, so I couldn't get into enough range to get a good charge in. And it's like, dude, I didn't like this is the last game of the tournament, and I had an incredible time in this tournament. I didn't want to ruin it, so I just played the game. I just kind of played through the motions of it, but afterwards, like, I'm so glad that game was my last one. Like, I had a buddy who was getting wrong ruled nailed by other players. So the tournament in TO had the errata had just came out that when knights move, they can move over 4 inches, 4-inch tall terrain, and they don't have to be wholly within the building to shoot through it or over it. They just have to be touching it because they're Titanic. Yeah. Well, he was getting players that were saying, "Oh no, because you're a vehicle, you have to be wholly within it to be able to shoot through it," and which is complete bullshit. And he got so sick of it that he dropped after his 3rd game. And of course, we're stuck down there to the 2nd day, which I felt bad. But it's kind of his fault for not looking up the rule or calling a TO over to ask it. But at the same time, that's so fucking bullshit because the TOs even posted 2 weeks prior about all these rules.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, so it's like for a fun game. They are
We were in the bottom. We were in the bottom losing. This should have been the funnest game.
you get nothing for playing like that if you're in like the bottom brackets. Like
No, and that's what blew my mind. Is like, we're not winning anything. You're doing this for nothing. I aim for mid-tables to have fun at tournaments. I don't aim to win the tournament. I go there to have fun. So I always try to lose my first game, so I wind up in the middle brackets. That's usually where all the fun players are at.
Exactly. It's those kinds of players are the reason why they go to tournaments is because no one at home will play with them.
Yeah. Or their entire group is all tryhards, so they convince him to go, and because he's also a tryhard too, but he can play his army, which is great, to be a tryhard, so just having fun.
You know, speaking of that guy too, I'll kill you, and joking about it, and then I read through the rules and I was like, oh wait, Battle Sister Squad went down. Fun fact about me, I just like running a bunch of Battle Sister Squads, and like I just like having a swarm of sisters and a bunch of jump packs.
Hey, meat grinders, meat grinders.
I think, right? Like I think that's the most fun. And like throwing 3 Repentra squads, 3 Battle Sister squads, and just like a bunch of jump packs. Like I think it's hilarious. It's fun. And the look on someone's face when I pull out like a fuck ton of sisters and I just like it's hilarious. Like, you know?
Stretch their way across the field. Nah, I play fucking jump and remove shit and drop it behind you.
I sitting here.
This is my fucking pants.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, Aiden. Aiden, what are you doing? Oh my god.
What the fuck?
Because they're ugly.
What?
Put your pants. Like, oh my god.
What?
So, sitting here building a sister's army, going like, I want
Sorry,
more.
I
I
stole my
want
brother's sweatpants.
You're fine.
You
Sitting,
what?
They stole their brother's sweat. Stop!
Honestly, if you want sisters, I've got a bunch of unbuilt sisters from that box set that came out at the end of 8th, beginning of 9th, that I have no clue what I'm doing with. I've been trying to get the fuck rid of.
I mean, if you want to send them up to me, I'm not saying
I will,
no.
because they got the they got the jetpack unit, they got the normal, sister support, what the fuck it's called?
Dominion Squad.
Yeah, and it's got the Repentra squad, the Flagellants, and I think the one Repentance engine.
Oh god, I hate those things.
Yeah, but then you'd be running it, so you'd love it.
Not what I mean.
Oh, you mean lore-wise you hate those things? Yeah. So what you're saying is we strap you to one.
No, sir, please. I have
Please
been a
don't.
good mole. I've been a good mole.
The accusations you're accused of are so severe that there is no innocence, only degrees of guilt.
I just want to say, he said he claims to be a loyal Imperial citizen, but yet he's a mutant.
Excuse you. I am related to Jakaro. Thank you very much.
Jakiros aren't part of the
He
Imperium. They're
said
just friends.
He says he's loyal to the Imperium, but his favorite army is Thousand Suns.
Nice.
Suspicious.
I
What are you
smell
what are you-
fuckery.
What are you talking about? There are no heretics. There are no chaos worshippers here. What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
we're all just a bunch of friendly, dusty boys.
Yeah.
No, I don't have dust in my armor. I washed today.
You know what? That's a you problem, sir. It means that you didn't bathe yourself in the ashes properly for the holy ritual of the Emperor.
What
Hello,
are you doing?
Hello, Order Hereticus. I found some heretical fucks.
You know
Boss,
what?
run.
My chapter's primary weapon is vacuum cleaners now.
Oh God, Farva, do you remember the series where you paid for it like a long time ago, but it was the series
shit.
of the Guardsman, and the Traitor Legion's fucking with him?
Oh man, yeah. What is it? Fuck. What do you mean?
No
I
one
paid
will
for it?
ever believe you.
Yeah, that's right. The whole
Oh
fucking.
yeah!
He comes up and gives him a hug.
Yeah. The World Eater gives him a hug, and then I did one where he wakes up in the middle of the night, hearing someone vacuuming. He walks into a Thousand Sun Sorcerer with the vacuum, and it's just like, what the fuck are you doing? Well, you see, sometimes like we do like these big rituals to get all of our rubrics back, but sometimes someone's got to do the grunt work, you know.
Oh
Yes,
man.
You're doing this because no one will believe.
Stop someone, fucker.
What the fuck? How are you? God damn it! The Iron Hand found me.
Man, if I could,
How would Perturabo feel about moles?
he
Well,
probably like them
dig
'cause they're-
through- well, they dig in the ground.
Mechanical mole.
You know what? I want that now. I want a Forge Fiend that's just a mole.
Why don't the Iron Warrior?
It's actually a pretty
Yeah,
good
but it'd be
question.
like a termite door with
Yeah.
like arms.
I don't know.
GW, make it happen. I'm yours.
Yeah. Yeah. Use me, JW, as your model. Paint me like one of your French girls.
Paint me like one of your Iron Warriors, dead and on the ground.
Oh,
Paint me like one of
Oh,
your
we're
going
thousand
there.
sons.
We're going
You
there.
know
We're
what?
going there.
Here's a pile of sand.
you know what? That's what happens when you have incompetent fucking allies, Thousand Suns.
Hey! Hey! Hey!
Hey.
We only made that guy's head explode once.
Twice.
Shut up.
I'm sorry. when fucking we told you what to do during the fucking siege, you guys just fucked off.
Oh, I'm sorry. I couldn't hear you over the sound of casting magic.
You hear something? I don't.
Three of their sorcerers' heads just blew up. It was the funniest thing ever.
Man, what?
Children contributed the most to the cause. The traitor
Yeah, they
cause.
did until
so
Kyle
much.
fucked off at the end. He just took the ship and the Gene Sea went, bye!
Well, it's
I mean, the World Eaters were there the longest.
yep. The Warriors were the last to leave.
Now, you try to...
You're just murdering everybody.
I genuinely find it funny that, like, you look at the Siege of Terra, you got the Sons of Horus, the World Eaters, the Death Guard, and, like, the Iron War.
As they can and turning them into drugs.
What kind of party did you call it, Vic?
I said, ain't no party like a Fulgrim party.
That's true, but I guess that's after Demon Fulgrim. That's a fucking...
You know what?
that-
You know what's even fucking funnier?
No amount of cleaner and
Fulgrim?
bleach is gonna clean that room.
Fulgrim fights Rogel Dorn and then gets bored and says, "I'm bored. I want to leave." What?
Yeah.
We're having like this epic duel on the.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, Eidolon, I'm
Relatable.
bored. Send the Phoenix Guard after him. I'm going home.
I'm going home to go drink...
I'm like, he still says he's bored.
Yeah.
Which
Well,
is
you know-
funnier.
That's also funny because, Rogaldorn, he's a gun, not a sword. So he'd probably have more fun fighting somebody who's a better swordsman. Just saying.
Though the funniest thing is that Sigismund does like straight up do that one image of the Imperial Fist throwing the.
Also did the Karn.
Fuck. Does he?
Does he not fight Karn, and Karn like actually can't beat him because he's basically runs into someone who has like no.
Like trying to keep
Everywhere
track
and
of
anywhere.
everyone in the Siege of Terror is like nearly impossible.
Then when he says corn, he says Karn.
Oh, don't you want some Karn?
Yeah.
Pass the Karn. Pass the mashed potatoes and Karn.
But yeah,
Where are you in Kansas?
St.
Hey,
Louis.
Dorothy. Okay, I was gonna make a Dorothy reference, but okay.
Oh, Vic, you'll love this. So, this group of people bought me the Eidolon book,
Oh, slay. I haven't read it yet. I like.
and my wife's like, "I hate Eidolon. Why did you get the book?" And I'm like, "Aren't you curious about how the frat boy became the frat boy?"
All those guys ever do is party, and I'm just trying to do my science.
Nerd.
After
Fucking
Tarek fucking like humiliates Eidolon. Eidolon's the first one to the surgery table.
He's like, I ain't about to let that slide.
I'm not about to let that fucking underground hillbilly insult stand make me better. Aren't you kind of just proving his point?
Also, if chat is still running and Twitch is still running somewhat, hey guys, support this fucker. Give him money. Support him on YouTube. Give him money.
You want to know how fucked up my ears are right now? I thought you said deport me.
You're Canadian. Where are you going to deport you to? Back to Scotland?
No. He'd get deported to whatever the opposite of Canada is.
That's called the States.
No, North Korea.
Ooh.
Ew.
It's hot, it's oppressive, and it's run by a dictatorship.
Texas?
No.
I mean,
Those are
he's
fighting
not
words,
wrong.
Those are fighting words.
See, I respect Texas because I have spent time in Austin and stuff like that. And the people down there are very polite and respectful and wonderful to deal with. But as a state, yeah, there's some mixed feelings down there.
I'm scared of Texas. Texas is way too hot for me. And they're like, "Oh my god, I can actually like not I don't have to wear my sweater out here. This is awesome." And I'm sitting here like
So hot during the winter, most of my friends complain it's too hot. And then me and my buddy who rents off me goes, "No, it's perfect in here. It's like a sauna. You forget it's completely, there's white evil shit outside. It's minus 20.
there's white
I
people.
think you do find in northern Texas. It's pretty cold there.
Yeah, just don't go near the Mexican border.
The northern Texas is 2 days
I-
drive away from the border.
I know, I just stated, just don't go near that part. You know, I know it's 2 days. It takes 3 days to drive across Texas.
Yeah.
Texas is so big that it counts like its own country. Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can just remember
You know,
the entire population of California is bigger than all the population of Canada.
Yep.
I
Also,
hate
Texas actually is almost about the size of Europe. Like just
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Texas-
man?
If California became an independent country, it would immediately become the 6th largest economy in the world.
It's fun. It's gonna fall into the ocean one day.
And despite being the sixth
not how
largest
the thoughts
economy in the
work.
world, they're still
Okay,
broke.
nope. Get the fuck out of my chat, you weird fuck.
What'd you say? How?
That's not how the faults work.
I know, but being a smartass.
Sorry, there's some weird fuck in my chat. Get the fuck out of here.
why
So-
the fuck is there Donald Trump in the chat? Fuck you, Donald Trump.
It's
I
a
have
bot.
choice words for you, Mr. Trump.
Why do they not have? It's fuck you. It's
Farius in the chat.
like I like
You
you.
just told me to fuck off.
But
You
yeah.
know what? Fine. I'm Alfarius. Prove me wrong.
I mean, I literally can't.
Exactly. You know how you can? I have hair.
Actually, now I'm curious. Everyone, what's your least favorite?
Nah,
How,
Jukari.
how specific can we get?
Yeah, I was gonna
Uh,
say Jukari.
I don't hate Drew Curry because the mechanics are fun. They got some cool models, and they can hit hard or they just don't hit at all.
No,
You could go sub
I know.
faction.
I might get
no,
some
I
flack
know,
for
but
this.
as a Custodes player, having an army that's all about mobility annoys the fuck out of me.
Well, yeah.
So I'm
because
gonna
you
be.
have
I'm
normal
gonna say something that's really controversial here, but I fucking hate Eldar.
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
He plays
It's
a
okay, I
specific
like
kind
you.
of elder that you don't like.
Oh, he's also got one of those ships that can also cast fucking psychic powers.
Oh,
too,
he was
doesn't
the kind of guy who spammed the fucking the Crimson Hunters.
Oh, I fucking hate those guys.
10th edition.
Our player might actually play hard or whatever. This is this first. I actually wound up with 3 people. This is their first tournament. I made the games fun because you know what? It's your first tournament. Let's have fun. Screw it.
Like,
No, that's good
so also
sportsmanship.
the player was awesome. Like he was just really cool to play.
Eldar hit hard.
He also rolled all of his fate dice perfectly.
Oh man.
Oh.
Oh. That's the one thing I hate about 10th edition Eldar is the goddamn fate dice. Those things.
I can't say
oh.
anything because I abuse the fuck out of
Couldn't
Miracle
bring
Dice. So
down
if I
a
say
single
anything, I'm a
unit.
fucking hypocrite.
It's fair because I understand it because it fluff-wise makes sense because their Farseers can see into the future a little bit, so they can make adjustments in the present to get the future they want. So it makes sense. It just hurts like hell.
By the way, everyone's like, oh my god, they're taking away from like Sisters of Battle and Eldar basically have the same rule. It's just that
The sisters just generate so much more.
yeah, and Eldar just get at the start of the game. They get a pool at the start of the game. They can fill back in over time. And it's genuinely like it's the same fucking rule. It just starts at a different time.
Yeah.
The sisters, one battle sister squad.
So
Yeah, there's like ways to get around the what, and it's not once per turn; it's once per phase.
well, yeah, once per phase.
So
sorry.
it's like, but like
Yeah,
there's a lot of ways to get around that. Like the max you can do, and trust me, like if you play your cards right and you use the right units,
It's because I was at a narrative tournament, right, which is like the campaign stuff where it's like story based, right?
Yeah, I'm actually going to a narrative tournament in 2 weeks.
keep going,
so-
Aramis. I believe in you.
Yeah.
Get that fucking bot off my
And-
screen.
And basically, what happened is my second match, first match was against the Eldar guy. Second,
But okay.
I know. I hated both for the lore reason because he said, "Oh, they're just Thousand Sons and they've made themselves look like Custodes."
Mm. I have questions about that, but I'll leave it there.
Wait,
Yeah,
I was
but-
focusing on
but-
something
but-
else. What
but-
about
but-
Custodes?
So I hate him because this guy went to a narrative tournament and brought a meta list to a narrative tournament of Custodes.
That's
And it said there are 1,000 Sons, so there could be Chaos Custodies, which I hate to use this term, but it's Warhammer is a sandbox, but there's still walls to the sandbox to keep the sand in.
Yeah, and also here's the thing, right? He brought a Telemon Dreadnought.
Where'd that go?
Mhm.
Yeah.
He brought the fucking Telemon Dreadnought, and like he literally brought all the Forge World units, like every single Forge World unit.
Well, you gotta remember,
He brought
Custodes is majority still a Forge World,
No,
so
no, but like, he brought all the Forge World Terminators,
He
all that stuff.
spammed the best units he could.
yeah.
Yeah.
ew.
And here's the thing, you know what I was playing? I already was ranked.
Therapy.
Usual kind of sucks, but
Yeah.
it's Custodies. They
Yeah,
are an
just
elite
do it.
army. If you can thin them out and make
give it
them
this.
not effective, they can be broken.
2 cheeseburgers,
Well,
large fry, medium
the-
fry, and large iced tea.
the
I'll
the
take a Dr.
best
Pepper there, boss.
strategy.
You'll take a Dr. Pepper.
Honest, as
Yeah.
Dr. Pepper.
Somebody just
Um,
died because Dr. Pepper. Okay.
No, I love Dr. Pepper.
I'm a cherry coke girly person.
I'm Texan, so I'm legally obligated to like Dr. Pepper.
yeah,
Is that how it
I'm
works?
Pepsi Vanilla.
You're so vanilla.
Anyway, so as a
Sorry.
Custodes player,
Sorry.
the best strategy is force me to split my attention.
Well, that's what I was just
No,
saying. Is if you could
I'm
break up,
saying,
if you could break
I
up the
did
body,
that.
but when you're
I
running
did
against
that.
a Teleman, if you're running against a Telemans and they take them with the laser cannons are so hard to deal with, and the Terminators they get, everything's got a 4-up invul, 2-up save. They are hard, even in Horus Heresy game, they are hard to deal with.
God,
Yeah.
Custodes and Horus Heresy are the worst to deal with.
Uh,
Also,
Especially if
here's-
they have Sisters of Silence with them. Oh my
No.
god.
hold on a second. I just need everybody quiet for a second. I gotta ask a boss a particular question here. Okay, so the tournament I'm going to, there's a couple guys taking Talons of the Emperor or Talons of something. What is that?
Talons of the Emperor.
I can't remember what-
Oh, that's
Talons of the
Custodian's
Emperor
kill
is the
team.
catch-all term for all like the
Custodians and
Sisters of Silence, the
Silence.
Custodes, the Solar Auxilia, all those that
Okay.
are around Terra or near it.
Okay,
So
so
Heresy we don't have because are all in that book. Agents of the
Okay.
Imperial, Agents of the Emperor, that kind of thing.
But by the way, oh yeah, sorry.
The reason being is that they were all lumped in together because the Emperor did that during the Horus Heresy.
So the reason I ask is because in their event, this TO's fantastic. Is it's loyalists versus heretics. So when you go buy your ticket on Best Coast pairings, he's got it separated. So the loyalist side, he's got it open where you can see all your teammates' armies. So there's 4 Iron Hands players, and there's 3 Talons of the Emperor players out of 11 guys so far.
Yeah, no, if you want to feel
Yeah.
very powerful, play Custodes and Horus Heresy. Like,
Yeah, but
genuinely.
But you're also small amount of models for high cost because elite army, right?
Yeah, you are, like, most of the time, most of the legions are not beating you in melee combat. Like,
No.
I ran the numbers. It takes my most elite Ultramarines unit, the Caesarian Invictus squad. I don't even kill these motherfuckers with this unit.
Yeah.
I don't.
Well, see, what I'm really excited for with this is that this group that's in this city that I'm going to go play this, they're all pretty laid back heresy players. Like they're all like good time. They're not here to play the meta. They're just here to do their own thing. Like one of the Iron Hands players, I can see his list already, and it's all speeders and sky hunters. That's it.
Oh.
I'm like, oh, fast Iron Hands. Oh, you speedy boy.
All the tournament medals he had won in tournaments.
Oh,
before
he's
he
one
came.
of those. He's a tryhard.
Yeah, like by the way, he looked like a fucking North Korean general with the amount of tournament medals he had on him.
Ew.
Oh, I come to kick your ass. And
All I'm
win.
hearing is I should never enter in a tournament. That's the
No,
only
no,
thing.
no.
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 So one of those dickheads. So let's say out of 100 people in a tournament,
Their match was perfect.
and I'll take my Iron Hand, my Necrons, and it's all always yelling at each other. Okay, we're gonna play each other next round, right? And everyone's gonna have robot on robot hate crimes, right? Yeah, and we don't get it. It's like fuck. Why did you lose? Why did you win? So it's a social event, as much as it is you. That's why I say it's like aim. Is that's where you're gonna get like, and they're gonna be trying to where they're just there for a
Yeah.
good time, drinking beers, having a laugh.
Yeah,
Well, it's
actually,
only-
at
it's
the
all
narrative
first
one
time
too,
too.
which is actually the Atlanta Grand Narrative last year.
Mhm.
I actually got to meet some YouTubers and actually became friends with them.
Yeah. Actually, funny enough, like some of my friends that I know are the guys that own and run Play on Tabletop.
Wow,
Yeah.
nice.
One of my buddies is JT McDougal, which is the voice of Play On. So
Since you're,
yeah,
since
so
you're a
loving-
total fucking scrub.
So the guy got the main YouTuber I met at the Grand Narrative was a guy called Cadian Sergeant Steele.
yeah.
He's an American Guard YouTuber from West Virginia, I believe, and basically,
Yeah.
he's a really nice guy. We all like as well.
The most funnest, fantastic games you'll ever have. Especially just go in with the mentality of like, I'm not here to win the whole thing. I'm just here to have fun. And usually when you bring that to the table, that's usually what most people's mentality is, because as much as, best in general, which is your first place winner of the tournament, is a high winning trophy, so is best sportsmanship. And usually best sportsmanship is the bigger trophy than winning all out in the tournament.
As I sit here going,
Yeah.
whenever I go to a tournament, I'm there to make a statement.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm there to
I
get
bring
drunk.
the stupidest fucking thing that I can.
Take a thermos or a coffee mug, and they can't legally ask you what's in it.
Love how you
Or
have
force
the
it open.
strategy for this. I have to
fuck
say.
yeah! We have so many strategies to get around this crap. Where it's like, I've literally had TOs go like, I can't let you have an outside beer or alcohol in here. But if it was in a thermos and it was just coffee, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, I can't, or Coke in a thermos, I can't stop you.
Now,
Like it's most TOs I know are also tournament goers as well for the fun times, and are usually there to get fucking wasted.
yeah, actually, there's one tournament I went to recently. Guy was straight up drinking bourbon out of an emptied like sparkling water can.
Welcome to
Exactly.
Wargaming.
Well, I always look at is Warhammer is beer drinking time. That is you and your buddy or friend sit down, having a laugh, playing toy soldiers, and drinking beer, and telling
the
a
sad
story.
thing that I don't drink.
Oh, you poor bastard!
Yeah.
I sleepwalk apparently, so no.
Well, we'll just change it to the bed. It's fine.
That's not what that means.
Yeah, he's not that kinky.
Well, you don't know. Maybe he is.
I'm not gonna talk about that. But just like drink. I'm a
Pre-mix it in the hotel room and slip it into a thermos and take it with me into the tournament, right?
mm-hmm. I really should play Overcooked.
For me,
Speaking
it's make deals with literally everyone at the tournament, right? Because I play these big tournaments, right?
Mhm.
And I just collect drink tickets from people.
Yeah.
We still need to play content warning.
Yeah, I do need to
Also,
get people
Mario
together
Party
for that.
Jamboree.
Yep, I got that today.
I need to buy it. I'd be down for some online
I was
play with
so
that.
terrified because like on the back of the box they weren't showing the characters that were playable,
Oh,
and I'm like, oh
Oh.
no, is my lad not playable? Is my mole not playable?
no, your mole is.
Yeah.
So is Bowser. Bowser's back.
Yeah, and I'm so happy that like there's no like stupid character dice anymore.
No, I do like what they've done with the buy systems where it's like they're only time limited to be on the thing. They do give some advantages, but they don't have their character dice, and it's another set of maps from the older games again, revamped. Which I'm so excited because it's the old West map from I think Mario Party 2's on there.
Do 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 do.
Come on, gotta drink
I'm
milk.
actually trying to speed run Space Marine 2 right now.
Oh,
Oh. I know, trying to get operations done. I need to do 2 more victory operations, and I'll have my robot arm for my heavy, and I'll be happy.
speaking of Vic,
Yeah,
how
like,
do you feel about? Have you been able to play Space Marine 2?
I've been able to play a bit of it, not a whole lot because my semester is very busy.
Oh
Unfortunately.
yeah, no, school comes first, but
So
you'll be happy
Yeah.
about this. The next update is Dark Angels.
I do know that actually. I'm very
One-
excited.
What is this school you speak of?
I wish I didn't know.
Why are you all so much younger than me? God damn it.
I mean, how old are you? I'm 24.
Oh, pain.
Far of us older than
What?
me, and I'm
I'm 31.
I'm
Oh.
20.
How
I'm
old
my
are you?
third year actually of
Yeah, I'm-
undergrad.
You
Sorry?
are like so old. The Thousand Sons Dust wishes it was you.
Yeah. Oh, I've been here for 30 years.
sits here. I'm so glad that like I'm not the youngest in my server anymore. Like when I first started the server, all my fans were older than me, and I'm like, I feel odd about this. And now like we got like so many new
Yeah.
people, and they're like, yeah, I'm like 24, 23. I'm like, thank God.
Please
Oh,
tell me
you
there's
young
someone
fucks.
younger than me. This is bad.
No,
Probably.
there's a few people
Has
in
to
here.
be.
Oh, who is it? There is somebody that is 18 somewhere in the Discord.
Don't say that.
I mean,
remember who.
I just turned 24 actually recently.
Oh.
You
I mean,
Oh,
I
no,
just
I
turned
said that.
21, like,
I
last
said
week,
that for a
so-
reason of like, okay, there is somebody younger than 21. I'm just stating.
Yeah.
There's still legal to be in here.
I mean this in the best way possible.
Good night, Aphrodite. Apparently, or who's going to? Oh, no, that's Will that's going to bed.
I mean this in the best way possible.
No, I'm calling that
You're
for
all a
Ping
bunch
Pong.
of kids.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you sound old.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, you
I'm-
know,
I'm Gen X.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Don't
Oh,
worry.
I
God.
can't
I'll
remember.
make my Gen X.
I legitimately can't remember whether I'm Gen X or millennial.
When were you born?
What year?
86.
You're a
Yeah,
millennial.
millennial.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like very, very start of millennial.
Gen X, Gen X cut off
I
in
go with the term
1980.
zennial because it's that weird point where we're still analog at the beginning of our lifespan.
Yeah, I'm part of that like Gen Z part of fucking kids that like we were there for the end of Blockbuster.
Yeah.
I
Oh, yeah, I
remember.
remember that too, yeah.
So here's the thing: is I wasn't there for the end of it. I was there for a duration of it,
Eh.
and then the end. I remember having AOL and all that shit and listening to that telephone thing go off.
I remember
Yeah.
when I was like, "Can we go to Blockbuster?"
Oh,
and my
God.
mom looked at me and said, "Blockbuster closed down." I'm like,
Ugh.
I felt like every part of me got shot all at once.
It's like trying to separate like Gen Z and millennial,
Man,
and
I
I'm
remember,
just like,
I remember
and
having
I'm just like,
oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I'm just like, there's not really a ton of
There's
differences
literally
unless
no
we're
Japanese. Like I am Gen Z, and I'm aware of that.
I still have a
It
landline.
became a
Yeah.
thing less and less like.
We still have a phone like that for that reason in case we have a power cut.
Boss saw
Yeah,
the end of Blockbuster. I'm old, says Aramis.
Dude, I remember still the longest time we just put a cloth.
Big fucking
We put a
gray TV. Oh my
Yeah,
god. that was
we
so
put a-
oh my
cool.
god,
Whoa,
yeah.
this wasn't just a big great TV. It had its own like wooden cabinet that was built into where you're supposed to put the VHS player and everything underneath it. It had the wood backing. Like I remember we actually had like repair guy come in to actually repair the TV when I was younger. And then when we got the surround sound system, Dad bought this flat screen because he realized it wasn't going to work with the old TV. I tried to tell him that. For the longest time, it was just a cloth draped over the old tube TV.
Yo,
with
how
the
old?
flat
Yo,
screen
how
on
old are
top.
you? Yo, how old are you? I remember a time when our technology needed percussive maintenance.
Yeah,
Oh my god, yeah. The good old whack.
fucking change the tubes in the TV, man.
How old are you? I still have a Blockbuster membership on my keychain.
See, sadly, we
I
never
don't.
had a
I get told to.
Blockbuster
I get
in
told to
a big
show
express.
ID. I get told to show ID at the bar. I open it up. My Blockbuster fucking ID card falls out. I go, sorry about that. It's like no problem. Have a good drink, sir. What?
Yeah. What?
What?
See, I actually look older than I actually am. It's just because trauma ages you really fucking
Oh
fast.
yeah, no.
Like I look like Bill say that I look like I'm like in my late 30s.
See, I see that as a compliment. Is when I get called older than I am, just because that shows wisdom.
You know what's
And I
fucked
also have
up?
a beard. So
You know what's
distraction.
Yeah.
fucked up?
What?
When I was in elementary school, people thought I was in high school.
Like here's the thing, I rarely get carded at places.
Oh, your girlfriend keeps getting mistaken for a teenager.
Oh my god. The first time I heard Emerald's voice, I'm like, who the fuck let the child in here? I was that meme. I was that meme like where Saitama was like, who let the child in here?
She's her voice is in her her personality.
She
so adorable,
chewed
but
me
yeah,
out for that
she's-
one.
She's
I was gonna
5'3".
say good because I did not. That was not the first thing that came to mind when I first heard Emerald.
Oh man,
No, this was years ago. This was years ago.
Oh, okay.
I was like 23
Okay.
when I met Emerald.
Yeah, Boss had known Emerald way before when me and him became friends. I actually met her because of him.
Yeah, no,
So-
Mhm.
listen. Farva is the first person where it's just like, yeah, no, I'm the first. Like you're. Yo, you think if Tech Priest ever
In the
hit a
name of
machine to make it
Omnis,
work?
Beta Zeta dash 08.
What'd you say, boss?
You ever think a Tech Priest hit a machine to make it work?
Oh,
Yeah,
absolutely.
100%.
I
And when nobody's looking, just hit the side of the
It's-
console. Work, damn it.
It's the percussive ritual.
Mhm.
No,
mean-
see, the problem is when you hit the servitor and it turns around and goes, Daddy.
Oh.
I still love the book where all the servitors unionized.
What?
Oh, fuck. What?
Oh yeah, that happened in the Forges of Mars books. Basically, for some fucking reason, all the servitors just stop working and refuse to continue working until all the slaves on the Mechanicus ship are given better working conditions.
Oh, I know which book you're talking about. Shit, that's the whole one where they're traveling across the outside Imperial space to go find something.
Yeah,
I know exactly which one you're talking about.
It's the Forges of Mars omnibus, and they're
Yeah, and it is that one character that has a robotic arm that was a harbor worker who that drafted into being a serf on the Mechanicum ship.
yeah, a hawk
Ship.
who, fun fact, is probably the unluckiest fucking person in the Imperium.
Yeah.
Because he was a guardsman. He was a guardsman that survived the Hydra Dominata, dropped them off
Yeah.
somewhere.
So what's worse
And-
is what he's talking about is the servitor. So for some reason, this character with a robotic arm that's not Hawk, machinery somehow through his dad's old augmented arm that he has now mounted on him. Well, the servitor that is causing this union uprising is a servitor that used to be his. Well, he touched it when he was working, and the servitor saved him. Servitor gained free will to the point that the old man inside the servitor gained sentence back and started, a whole uprising and unionization on this ship of Mechanicum Ford ship because this guy touched him and he had the blessing of the Omnissiah. To the point, this guy found a secret hatch on this ship that nobody knew about that had an auto flagellant on it that only responded to him.
Okay, first based.
Yeah.
Second, what the fuck?
It's an amazing book series. The fact you haven't read it or listened to it is fantastic.
I genuinely didn't know these existed.
Oh yeah, it's an entire book about a tech Magos Dominus, going on this expedition to redeem himself to try to find the left behind clues of something in outside Imperial space left by another Magos, and this very old and ancient ship that became his. That
Speranza, I think it was called.
Yeah, but it's his last chance to redeem himself. But yeah, so instead of hiring a bunch of serfs, they just enslaved a bunch of dock workers off of one of the Forge World's docks and turned them all into serfs.
The amazing thing about this omnibus is that Space Marines only appear in the first book for like a few chapters. That's it.
Oh yeah, it's when they go on that space station.
Yeah, and then after the space station,
The end of the stream. So thank you all for coming. I'm so sorry. I will talk